Brad with you, taking you through a bit of a tutorial on how to deep clean the dirt tank on your cordless CrossWave Max. Now, this goes for all CrossWaves. The first thing you need to do once a month is wash your filter. I shouldn't really have to explain it because you should know, but really what you do is you take out the filter, give it a rinse under some water, just under the tap water is fine, and then leave it to dry for up to 24 hours until it's dry enough to put back into the machine. You don't need to wash the filter after every use of the CrossWave. I never have. This filter is 1.5 years old and it's still going strong. Obviously it doesn't look anywhere near as clean and lovely, but it still functions perfectly fine. You can get spare filters through the BISSELL website, and some retailers actually stock them as well, the ones who sell the machines. But really what you need to do is just make sure that you're running water through the pleats, get out any debris. Your day-to-day cleaning is just to wipe the grill. So if there's any debris on the grill, just give that a wipe down. You can take the grill off if you like to do that separately, should you not want to wet the filter too much if you're using it every day like me. Anyway, that's the first step. Then this is your dirt tank. This is the lid. This is the bit I'm focusing on here. So this bit can be deep cleaned. Obviously the container and the strainer you just rinse out from time to time after you empty the machine. But this lid here can be cleaned a bit more thoroughly. Take note of your sensors. There are sensors here. They connect to the machine to make sure that the machine knows when your dirt tank is full and it shuts off the suction, as you should know. And then you have these two little sensors here inside the lid. These are what tell the machine that the tank is full. So make sure they are clean from time to time too. This bit here though, this is your seal. Now this, if this gets built up with grit, sand and gunk, it can prevent the lid from sealing onto the tank properly, and therefore you may lose some suction. You can take this off, so you just peel it away, just like that. And what you do is you run it under some water if you wish, or just get a damp cloth and just give that a wipe down. Just getting in between the grooves, making sure that any grit or sand is out of there. So it should be relatively clean when you put it back on. Also, with the lid, make sure that you're giving this a bit of a wipe too. So just wipe in here, getting any sand, debris, grit. It all depends on the household. You know what your dirt is, but just give it a wipe so it's nice and clean. Now you're just going to pop the seal back on the way you took it off. Make sure that the, I don't know what you call it, but the hollow bit, the cutout, is facing into the lid. So you've got the nice smooth edge on the outside. So you just do that the same way, and you'll have to line up this little notch. There's a little tab on the seal, and that lines up with a notch cut out in the lid. So that should be nice in there. It's a bit hard to see, but you can see that lines up. And that's your seal taken care of. The next bit, now I've already taken the screws out just for the sake of time, but there are 5 screws that you can see on the underside of the lid. 4 of them are the ones which you remove to remove this plate. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. You just need a Phillips screwdriver to get rid of those. And this is what the screws look like. So you should have 4 of them. So when you've removed the screws, all you need to do is lift up. This plate comes away. And you can see there's a build-up of just grime around that. So give that a wipe, give it a rinse. That isn't a problem. You also have now access to this underside of the lid. Again, a bit hard to see, but you can see there's some debris built up. And you'll notice that the sensors are actually a lot larger than what you expect. So again, get a damp cloth and just gently wipe these clean. So just give that a wipe, just so that there aren't any false readings when it comes to whether the tank is full. So you don't want the debris blocking the sensors in any way, so that the machine isn't tripping the full indicator unnecessarily. So just give that a wipe, that's all you need to do. And once you're done wiping down all of your parts, make sure that your sensor cover is slid back on like that. Just line everything up, just to make sure that everything fits on nice and securely. And then grab your screws and screw in your 4 screws that you've taken out to make sure it's fit nice and secure. Then once you're done with that, obviously pop the lid back on to the container, grab your filter, where's that, over here, pop that in, Make sure that is nice and flush and clicked in. So there you go, that is how you deep clean your cordless CrossWave Max's dirt tank. That, I don't know, maybe do that once every 12 months and that should help keep everything operating as it should on your CrossWave.